Hi, Dan. Hi, Rainey. Hi, Paul. Hi, Lou. I'm just saying hi to, hi, Michael. I should mention for those of you who are local that next week we will be in the Gampa. Geshe thought we were going to be in there tonight. He forgot we had been online only last year, so we're going to, I have to wrestle up some volunteers to handle the AV and so forth. So we're not doing it tonight, but we'll be back in the Gampa next week. Yay! Let's see, who have I not said hi to? Hi, Susie. Hi, Michael Besselmeyer. Got two Michaels.
Hi, Donna and everyone.
Hi, Donna and everyone.
Hi, Carmen. Hello, Heen. Hello, Helen. Heen, your package came and I meant to email you, sorry, but your package came and everything is fine. So thank you so much. Hello, Venerable Tenzin. Hi, Tom. Good to see you.
It's good to see you too. It's been a long while.
It has.
Yeah.
Hi, Donna and everyone.
Who spoke?
Megan.
Megan. Hi, Megan.
Hello.
Hello, everyone on YouTube. Hi, Bob. Hi, Karma.
Hi, Dorothy.
Good to see you.
You too.
Hi, Patty. Hola, Amelia.
Hi.
Hi, Giovanna. I missed you when you came in. Sorry. Good to see you. Hi, Alex and Sandra.
If you want to remind Karen to post the need for a driver next Wednesday and subsequent ones on sign up, I'll make myself available.
Okay,
Sure.
thanks. That's great. Yeah, I'll just mention what Michael is referring to because not everybody was here in the Zoom room. I spoke with Geshe today, checking that he had the link for the class tonight, and he had thought that we were going to be in the Gampa again, which is wonderful. So we are going to start that next week. So I'm going to be looking for an AV volunteer so we can do that like we do on Sundays. And we'll be looking for drivers, of course, also. Or maybe I'll finally learn how to do the AV. Who knows? Stranger things have happened.
Will you need a program assistant for next Wednesday?
Wednesdays aren't complicated but
Okay.
yes, sure. Well, if you're driving, then
If I'm not driving, I'll
yeah,
jump
anytime you're
into
not driving,
that.
it's nice
Right.
because,
Sure.
you know, especially at the end of class, if people stay and help take down offering bowls and those things, that helps a lot so that we all get out at a reasonable time. That's good.
Do you know where Geshe is going to start tonight?
We're on the mindfulness chapter, which is called different things in different copies of the book. Lamala, what is it in the little green book? Do you remember?
It's chapter 5 and it's consciousness. Let's see, wait a minute. Not consciousness, guarding alertness,
Starting awareness.
page 34.
Thank you.
Now, does everyone have this book? If not, you know, Geshe sometimes doesn't want me to put the text on, you know, on Zoom. But I will, I'll put the stanza in the comments. I'll try to remember to do that.
Lama, which translation are you using?
It's the Green Book, Library of Tibetan and Archives, Dharamsala, translated by Stephen Batchelor.
Right, okay, thanks. That's what that's the one I have, I thought, but I just wanted to double check before I made another mistake today.
Thank you for coming.
So I'm holding it up in my screen, except it's not showing up really well in there. I believe we have copies in the bookstore.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Are we continuing with the way of the Bodhisattva, the guide to the way of the Bodhisattva?
Yes.
Yes, and where are we? I don't remember because this
We're
was
at
in
the beginning
October,
of chapter 5, the chapter on mindfulness.
chapter 5. Okay, thank you. Thank you, mindfulness.
Yeah, it's been a long time for all of us. Late October was the last time we met, so.
Geshe,
Gelek is here.
Will we be doing the Lamrim at some point?
Please have a seat. Oh, yeah. No. Oh, good evening, Venerable Tenzin Lamo. Good evening, Hamula. Good evening, Domasi. Good evening, Children Alexander. Paul, good evening. Elise, good evening. Renee, good evening. Dan, good evening. Laura, good evening. Rajit Alexander, good evening. Michael, good evening. Tom, good evening. Susie, good evening. Jovena, good evening. Michael, good evening. Carmen, good evening. Helen, good evening. Nili, good evening. Hen, good evening. David, good evening. Amy, good evening. Patty, good evening. Karma, 3 months no see. Good evening. Bob, good evening. Lou, good evening. Megan, good evening. Casey, good evening. Eins, good evening. Mark, good evening. Kondo, good evening. Emilia, good evening. Valerius, good evening, Michael Hill, Michelle Hill. Anybody watching on YouTube, good evening. Welcome back to this night class. Lamala, did you finish some prayer or?
No, we haven't started.
Okay, sorry, I thought like I'm like living in the past time. So 7:30, I thought class would start 7:30. So I was living in 2022. Didn't realize it's 2023. New rules. Oh yeah. Yeah, Lamula, so say some prayer, please.
Saji perki shushi metok tamri rabnishi nidegen pari sangye jindu mikte hua ido kunam dak shimla che pashok Jetsun lama dampa kenam ki chukui kala kense tsujinji jita tsampe Duje zima la jab gecheki charpa wab tu ser idam guru ratamadalakam niryatayami. Geshe, would you like, are you doing the refuge and bodhicitta prayer now, or?
Yeah, probably now it's time to do the refuge bodhicitta prayer.
Okay, we'll skip the 7th prayer then.
Yeah. Sanje chodan soje chonam la chanju pando.
The Supreme Assembly.
Dage chunyen jebe so chujen jebe so nam ola feje
Refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Supreme Assembly.
Sanje chodan soje chonam la chanju pando dane janzo dage chushi jebe so nam dola penje sanje ando bara shum. Sanje chodan soje chonam la chanjo pando dane jabzo je dage chushi jebe so nam dola penje sanje ando bara shum. Padala me me la me aje ombo no aje la so che no 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 sanje sura ra do je de ne mo de da shi da me je de je Namo la ye ke da lu da de je ke te ko da mi ke na da lo ko je na na je da ba tam je ke do da ke che ten to hang ke tu zen ye so ne ta wa da me mo me je ta be chen de de ba ba dam da la cha ze didn't go so now it's very complicated. Oh yeah. So, today, I'm probably use His Holiness the Dalai Lama's book. It's like the commentary, kind of short commentaries on different chapters in the Guide to Buddhist Way of Life. So today here, chapter number 4, mainly talking about like importance of being mindful, being mindful while we are trying to entering into mind path and trying very hard to practice bodhicitta. And there are so many obstacles, in order to actualize bodhicitta within our mind stream. There are many obstacles. Therefore, being mindful, being mindful about those obstacles, being mindful about those obstacles, we very much hope to enter into Mahana path, and not just enter, and very much hope that we deep down from our heart, that we pray, we wish that we can actualize bodhicitta within our mind stream. Improve our knowledge about bodhicitta if we already been generating bodhicitta on a daily basis, so then make sure that bodhicitta doesn't get deteriorated. Or maybe increase the bodhicitta. Okay, so that's what this main whole point of chapter number 4 is about, that try to be mindful rather than reading stanza by stanza. So I'll use his own books. You have seen His Holiness. You probably heard from His Holiness Dalai Lama. It's not like 600 years ago, 300 years ago, lamas talk about. It's not like in our present day that you can see His Holiness, you can hear His Holiness, and His Holiness is someone who really embraced practice of bodhicitta wholeheartedly. If someone who already actualized bodhicitta, but His Holiness Dalai Lama is the one who already had bodhicitta. So therefore, whatever His Holiness says about this being mindful, I think it's all coming from experience, and not just from mere knowledge. It's coming from experience, so we get benefit reading this. Okay? So I'm going to just read His Holiness book here. So, like fortunately that we probably received a number of initiations. We received the Bodhisattva vows. We study Bodhisattva vows, and we're trying to, to try to be kind as much as possible, trying to be generous, trying to be nice, kind, all of that. We are trying very hard. So therefore, we take part of the Bodhisattva vows, we generate bodhicitta. And if you are doing the Sisashin Guru Yoga on daily basis, you are, like generating bodhicitta like 6 times a day. So that very fortunate. Yeah, through like the ceremony, we did generate bodhicitta. That doesn't mean that we have bodhicitta. Doesn't mean like that we have bodhicitta. Bodhicitta is very much, based on the training or practice. So above chapter number 1, chapter number 2, chapter number 3, these are all talks about how to make sure that your bodhicitta or bodhisattva vow doesn't get deteriorated. Okay, so make sure that's the first 3. So of course this also one, chapter number 4. Manju sim de la sanji yunde na ngudu chibi nubada demba yimbers. Yeah, we are, what he's only saying that we are, we possess potentials or power to actualize all the enlightened qualities. Very true, very true. That's referred to Buddha nature. Danzi marik ba soji yunde, yunde tenam nega reviews. Danzi marik ba, such as like when you look at the 12 link, the first link is like you probably heard this many times. The first link that's called, root of the samsara. In the painting, the peak symbolize that. In the painting, the peak symbolize the root of the samsara. These three things are middle of the wheel of life. So that's how this 12 links goes round and round. That the root cause is in the center of the wheel. So those all the afflicted mind kind of like become obstacles in order to really, like I say, generate bodhicitta. So there's something to be mindful or something to be understood. Something needs to be understood. We may think, oh, maybe my neighbor, or like maybe my country, or my president, or maybe my boss at the work. So we are always looking obstacle outside, but turns out main obstacles is within ourselves. It's not really outside. Something needs to be understood. Okay, something needs to be understood. Nimo be lot tenam ni nganzo chebe chanju senti dam gajetso tailas. So those afflicted mind are the main obstacles. It's not like your neighbor or your country, your government, or your like Dharma center or director at the center or SPC at the center. It's none of that. That's what we think. None of that. Or could be your relative, your family. List goes on and on. But this is not. We are not finding the main obstacles. The main obstacle is the afflicted mind. Is within ourselves, it's not outside. He's only said. For example, like external enemy, even the external enemy they be considered as an enemy, even though they possess the most powerful weapon, such as like missile. You can still escape. You can still try to do, maybe run away, maybe go to different country. There's so many things you could do to avoid the external enemy. Also, again, it's very true. Vengeance, but one cannot avoid internal obstacle, internal enemy. Or there's no escape. Meaning, need to encounter with wisdom, understanding Dharma, understanding, need to encounter with we can avoid, we can escape. That's the truth. You can escape your jealousy, you can escape from your anger. You need to face and learn how to deal with that. So there are so many teachings that teach you how to deal with your anger, your jealousy, your pride, all of that. There's no escape. There's almost zero teaching how to escape. There's no escape. You can pretend it's not there. You can pretend all of that, but doesn't help. Okay. The moment the condition rise, moment the condition rise, moment the condition rise. The moment it met with the conditions, moment lack of mindfulness. Immediately, instantaneously, the afflicted mind rise. Moment it meet with the conditions, those things rise. Is that true? Yeah, go back to your own experience. That is very true. Go back to your own experience, very true. We don't get angry for no reason because somebody did something, somebody do something, somebody say something, somebody did something. So then there's the conditions. So then there's no delay. Immediately, afflicted mind rise. If you've been thinking, if you've been meditating, you've been thinking the downside of anger, it may prevent you like a few minutes. You may not get angry right away. It may take a few minutes. If you've been really practicing, it probably takes like hours. During that hour, what are you doing? You are thinking. You are not. You already. The condition is very obvious. It's there. It's not like you are pretending. You are visualizing. No, it's right there. What are you doing? Why you are not responding? You are still keep thinking. You are still thinking how to deal with the situation. You are still thinking. And you are going through all kinds of tools in your mind. You are going through all kinds of like tools, like maybe you are thinking about Guru Puja, there's some message in the Guru Puja, like Simjeri Rechia, Mena Kabaja, Negri, Nijimijos. Maybe you are thinking the stanza from the Guru Puja, so what it says, like, my compassion doesn't get weak, even though I have to live in the 5 pits, eons and eons, just to save one sentient being. Maybe you are thinking like that. You are maybe thinking on that and hoping to get some help. Eventually, your angry mind get weak and weak and weaker and weaker because your positive minds get stronger and stronger. Then you think, why am I projecting? So this everything that I see is 90% just my mind is projecting. So now you clearly see that and you don't get angry. What happened? You save yourself from anger, meaning you save your happiness, your peace of mind. Some people won't take a second, they just bust, they just explode. Some people takes time, some people never get explode. Rather feel kind of like bad. Why somebody's like why someone's like irritating someone, why their process is doing purposely make you angry. And you feel kind of like best case scenario, you kind of feel bad that person is like very much influenced by their disturbing thought. So they are not acting based on their Buddha nature, they're acting based on their negative mind. Then you feel, you sympathize with them. It's not like slow, it's just right away. So what he already says, and there's like many antidote, many different kind of antidote, very true, different kind of antidote. Even though there's many antidote, but the most important antidote, mindfulness, like being aware, mindfulness, being aware what's happening, being aware, mindfulness. The word, the means like, if you see, if you're walking on the street, if you see there's a hole on the street, then you stop and just, you stop like That's called power. I'm not sure like whatever word that you use in English. That means you realize you're almost about to fall in this hole. Then you realize there's hole. Then you're being conscientious, or like that's called power. Usually it's like associated with some kind of the dangerous situation. You're just being aware, like Shijin. So we already talk about that about when I explained the Kamabadi meditation. There's a girding alertness. It's just like almost like like highway patrol. Who's speeding up, who's like they analyze who is like driving very fast, who's breaking the wall, like law, things like that. The part of your mind is analyzing what's happening. It's analyzing what's happening, guarding alertness. Are you really are you about to rely on anger, or are you about to rely on patience? It's like thinking, it's analyzing the advantage and disadvantage, analyzing. That's called guarding alertness. These two, Paya and Shiji, Teba. So then recollections, the recollection, Teba means like mindfulness, Paya. I think Paya is more like being aware. Is there a difference between mindfulness and being aware? Is there a difference between mindfulness and being aware? Is there a difference between being aware and mindfulness? Being mindful or being aware? Difference between awareness and mindfulness.
They're very similar, Geshe. They're very similar. I think much the same.
Similar meaning same?
Yes, Geshe.
Same. So then why we have two words? Make it less complicated people to learn. Just give them one word. So why they have to learn two words for same meaning? Being aware. So okay, so I've been thinking about this. Knowing and understanding, difference between knowing and understanding. I've been thinking about that last few days. Knowing and understanding, difference between knowing and understanding. Same? What's the difference?
You can know that the sun rises in the east, but not understand why or how.
Huh?
You can know that the sun rises in the east, but not understand why or how. So I think you can know something, but not completely understand it.
Oh, that's very good. Looks like we are on the same page. Oh, knowing, understanding. Knowing bodhicitta and understanding bodhicitta, two different things. So when you say I know, doesn't mean you understand.
Understanding seems to be more profound than simply knowing. I think mindfulness has got more of a dharma meaning too, and that's deeper than simple the simple awareness. Mindfulness seems more profound.
So the understanding has deeper meaning.
Yes,
That's good.
somewhat.
I think so. That's also, that's what I thought. Maybe I'm not sure because my English is not that great. So then I know, I understand. Then there's another word, then I realize. Much deeper level. Yeah, know, understand, realize. I think sometimes we forget. So we think like we know Dharma. Sometimes we thought like we understood Dharma, but I think we just know Dharma, but we don't understand Dharma. So, that's what I've been thinking last few days, like knowing or understanding. So anyway, Phaye, being aware, Shijin, guarding alertness, Chamba, mindfulness, Jesus. Even though there's many different antidotes, these are the key, important one. That's why His Holiness Dalai said, His Holiness, again, here says, we should analyze our mind. We should analyze all the time. That's almost seems like impossible, but need to frequently check. We need to frequently check. You need to be practical. That if you can do that all the time, great. If not, frequently need to check. Need to analyze. Why? Because we carry out. We carry out by our thought. We carry out by our thought. If we don't analyze, we carry out by our thought. So does that sound familiar? Yeah, we carry out by our thought. You think something and just go along with that thought, and that thought brings you all over the place, all kind of place. If it's something positive, that's good. If it's something negative, then it's not good. No, that happens all the time. It's not that we are pretending. So therefore, we need to analyze. We need to analyze. His Holiness said we must analyze our mind, our mental state all the time. If we do that, the moment the disturbing thought rise, the benefit of analyzing our mind, benefit of analyzing our mind, the best all the time, if not frequently, what's the benefit? The benefit is you will recognize the moment the disturbing thought rise, you will recognize. That's the first benefit. You will recognize. It doesn't become like part of your life. You don't think like, oh, that's me. It's not you. If that's you, if that thought you think is you, there's no hope. It's not you. So that's His Holiness. I'm adding also something. I'm also adding here a lot of things, but not everything that said by His Holiness. What His Holiness says, every day we should analyze our mind. If we do that, these are all His Holiness word. If we do that, the moment unpleasant mind, same Mashiva means like Shiva. Shiva is the peace. Mashiva is opposite of peace. Mashiva is opposite of peace. So all the disturbing thought is considered as like Mashiva, disturbing thought is considered as like not peaceful one. Same Rabdu Mashiva logic. The mind that makes your mind unhappy. The mind thought that makes your mind unhappy. Thought that makes your mind unhappy. When that thought rise, immediately you recognize, and also you can like apply the antidote. That's the benefit. That's the His Holiness word, exactly His Holiness word. Same Rabdu Mashiva Chebes, logic, the mind that makes your mind, the thought, should not say thought, that makes your mind unhappy, such as anger, jealousy, pride, all kinds of so and so. Thought, disturbing thought, that makes your mind unhappy. When moment that disturbing thought rise, then it helps you to apply the antidote. If you've been analyzing your mind That's his only word, didn't add anything. So now go back to your own experience, go back to your own experience, my experience, your experience. Every day, things happen, so many things happen through sound, through shape, through color, through smell, through touching, then many of them coming from mind, through thinking. According to Mahamudra teachings, composed by Penjan of the Chujin, according to Mahamudra teachings, people meditating on Mahamudra. So people are meditating on that, long period of time. During that meditation, what happened? So took six senses. You don't know. You don't know Chishaya. Now, sensory appearances. Doesn't have to be sound, doesn't have to be color, doesn't have to be shape, all kind of things related to each senses, the different object. Eye, color, shape, ear, sound, nose, smell, tongue, taste, body, tactile. So then six mental consciousness, many things. It can be like, or it can be shape, color, everything. It can be everything when it comes down on six mental consciousness. Object can be anything. Whatever sensory appearance might be, whatever sensory appearance might be, we normally don't analyze. Sensory appearances. We don't analyze. We react. We don't analyze. We react without thinking. True, very true. We react. We don't take time. We just react. We don't take time. We just react. Whatever some sensory appearances, we don't analyze. We react. If you do total analysis about sensory appearances, if you do total analysis about sensory appearances, Nezu Jamba Hangichas, Nezu Jamba reality is what's called Jamba is raw. Like this, what is when they use this word like raw science? What they mean, raw science means?
I'm not sure what you're saying, Geshe. Raw?
Yeah, raw. So like when you use the word raw.
You mean pure?
Huh?
You mean pure?
Yeah, that's very good. So that's what I mean. I'm not sure what in English what that means. That's what I'm thinking what it means, but I'm not sure. Like raw, like it's very like so with knowledge, how often you use the word raw with knowledge?
Geshe, the only time they would use raw is when you're doing research and they've collected information and they call it the raw data. It's before it's analyzed.
That means good or bad?
Well, no, I mean, they got the information, and then they analyze it, but raw means it hasn't been analyzed yet. It's just, it's just the facts, but you haven't looked at them. You haven't analyzed them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah, that's very good. So here, raw here, jemba, that's how it sounds in Tibetan. Jemba means raw. Here, in the Mahamudra teachings, they will use word raw. The raw refers to reality. Reality. Never be analyzed, never be analyzed. Why? Because we are so much caught up with sensory appearances. Sensory appearances, we are very much caught up with the sensory appearance. We never learn how to go beyond. The raw is reality is hidden beyond. Reality is hidden beyond. You are not seeing the reality. You are just seeing sensory appearance with your own projections. You project. So people who are doing like Mahamudra meditation long period of time, whenever they see like any sensory appearances, they take their time and do total analysis. So that gives you opportunity to see the realities. What's the reality? Maybe like one person. 99 is you projected. That's no reality. That's that's your perception. It's not the reality, it's your perception. Why we don't see that? Because we don't analyze. Automatically, reality, you experience, you see the reality automatically. If you do that, you see the reality automatically. You see the reality. Yeah, you know, like how much we project. We all know how much we project. We all know. We don't need to ask. Psychic. We all know how much we project. You know, I know. We all know how much we project. So then eventually there's possibilities. You may end up seeing this, all the sensory appearance is like illusions. Very possible. No. Before you see concrete, absolute, inherent, now you're like now you see it's like dream, like illusions. Oh. Milam migyu, milam dream, migyu mirage, chuda, reflection of the moon in the clear lake. No difference. You see things like that. So what it does, what good it does, is not serious. It's not, nothing is serious. Nothing is serious. The dream is not serious. Generally speaking, it's not serious. No, or something is not truth because like dream. No, the mirage is not something serious. Illusion is not serious. You know, like people use for fun. It's not so serious. So now here, like yeah, it's important. So my point here, you know, so I'm just quoting from Mahamudra teachings. You see the same meaning here. Analyzing our mind, according to his Holiness Dalai Lama, analyzing our mind all the time, the benefit, the moment, the disturbing thought that destroy your peace of mind, it makes your mind unhappy. Moment they rise, for you, relatively easier for you to apply the antidote. No, antidote. Why? Because you're analyzing. You're analyzing. It's not like you are like kind of become like surprised or shocked. No, you're analyzing that. So that's the benefit. Okay. Same rather, we become capable. You could apply antidote if you've been analyzing your mind. Should I trust that or not? Just analyze. You don't have to believe, just analyze. You don't analyze. That's how the what is that in the Guide to Buddhist Way of Life? Anybody remember what is the title of the chapter? Conscientious or what? What is it called?
Conscientiousness.
So can you make the sentence? Can you make the sentence? Some sentence. How you use to make some sentence, please, some sentence. Be conscientious. That's how you say be conscientious.
Right,
Yep.
yeah. Geshe, one could say, I am very conscientious about doing my practices every day.
If you tell someone else.
Right, or I want to be conscientious about doing my practices every day.
No, not associated with yourself, associated with somebody else.
Right.
The word, how you use that word.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I was saying something, I would say to you, if you asked me how my practice was, I would say, Geshe, I am very conscientious about doing my practices every day, which means that I pay attention to them very carefully every day and do them.
So can you say that for somebody else, like related to somebody else?
He's
you could say now like something.
Donna Cease is a very conscientious spiritual program coordinator.
Oh.
I mean, because she's so diligent. Does that make, or is that not what you're looking for?
Tibetan word you say Payobachim is like be careful or something like be careful, Payobachis. There's more like Dharma word, Payobachis.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so that's how you practice this conscientiousness. Conscientiousness.
Mm-hmm. Well,
can we put
it includes being careful, Geshe. It includes being careful, but it also means being very diligent.
Yeah, that's how you practice diligence. That's exactly how you practice.
Diligent. That you're very careful and diligent.
Yeah. So I think that the reason that I created the karma to speak broken English. So my previous life, I'm teaching someone broken English. Oh, that's how the karma has been created. In this life, you speak broken English. Oh yeah. The benefit of if you that's how you practice conscientious or conscientious.
By being conscientious.
Can you say that's how you practice conscientious? Doesn't make sense.
Conscientiousness. It's not an easy word to say.
Conscientiousness. So we need easy word. We don't need a difficult word. So what is the easy word? There's no easy word.
Diligence, mindfulness.
Yeah, that's how you practice mindfulness. Yeah, probably better to say. It's easy to say. Oh, that's how you practice mindfulness. That's how you practice mindfulness. I think using the fancy word, even if someone cannot pronounce, there's not much benefit. Even the word is very fancy, there's not much benefit. A person like me does not know how to pronounce correctly. That's how you practice mindfulness. That's how you practice mindfulness. Disturbing thought, the strength of the disturbing thought will, like the sequentially will deteriorate, will get weak. It doesn't remain there like strong like this first moment. You know, over time it'll just, otherwise, when we get angry, the energy in the first moment of anger, that energy, if that lasts like long time, probably we are finished. We can't survive. We can probably finish. So any negative thought in the first moment is very strong. Then over time, you know, it's the nature. There's not much to explain. It's just nature. It just, you know, deteriorated. Migiwe lotaki topshu means power of the disturbing thought sequentially deteriorate. Pioneer leadership. So that's like mindfulness is the main subject of this chapter number 4. The mindfulness is the main subject here, okay? So then he's also quoting the guide to the way of life and the random stanza. The message is that of Chanju same rapte sunne yoga meba taduya lovely mida beberchas. Halde teda tamjene leji dubar machena simje teda kundu be dagin doa chindajus. So now explaining his own explained the stanza. Nganju jebe Chanju said this. Bodhicitta or bodhisattva vow or bodhicitta that we've been generated. That bodhicitta. Shinji Tsimgu Chibi Ong Mimbas. It's not like somebody forced us to take bodhisattva vows. It's not like somebody forced us to generate a bodhicitta. We did this by willingness, you know, so inspired, really want to enter into mind the path. And bodhicitta is such a wonderful mental quality that I very much want to generate. It's all based on wish, willingness, voluntary basis. That's what I say. Nganju, that's all good news. Shinji Tsingu, same is like somebody like force. No, nobody force. Nganju Rangulchi, Changzhenju Domba Lama is. We took bodhisattva vows voluntarily, with maybe some understanding, maybe not, maybe deeper understanding, maybe some understanding, or maybe like with some realizations, whatever the reason might be, but we did it voluntarily. Very true. Chanju Simje Dombatini Sanje da Chanju Simba Nam Pangboshanis. So when we take the bodhisattva vows, and in our witness, there are all the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas from the 10 directions. They are there to witness this incredible event that you participated. You know, it's a part of also like ceremony that, you know, Lama is supposed to explain, you know, need to visualize the environment, all things like that. So probably you remember. Yeah, we asked them to be witness for, you know, our like participation in taking Bodhisattva vows. We request them to be witness. That's how we took Bodhisattva vows. Therefore, his holiness said, therefore, Chanju Simji Domba Dil Dawa, you know, Sanje the Chanju Simba Tsiguma. So if we give up on Bodhisattva vow, bodhicitta, so then, you know, you are the same, it's like indirectly you are putting down all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas whom you requested to be witness this incredible event. So you kind of put like, Dawa, you know, Sanje the Chanju Simba Tsiguma. So Nganju Kunzo Zuisha. So then it's indirectly, it's like probably we trick them. We just trick them, or maybe we don't really trick the Bodhisattva, we just trick them or lie them, something like that. Then also like almost like tricking all mothers, tricking all mothers and beings. Then that's not good. That's not good. So it means inspirations to continue. Therefore, Nganju Rangi Chanju Jisemti chooses Mindowa, Bezin Yuzi Chakras. So therefore, we should put all our effort to maintain bodhicitta and practice bodhisattva vows much as possible. Sake of your own, that's what I'm just adding up. Sake of your own happiness. That's very true. The last one, that's my word, sake of your own happiness. So I've been thinking, like, why are you doing all this prayer? Just remember, it's just helping yourself, that's all. Don't just think, oh, this is a part of the commitment, that's what I was supposed to do. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. Who say you have to do this, do that? It's all voluntary, you know, so that helps, that really helps. It mentally helps, you know, they say, oh, yeah, do you like to help yourself? When you're doing prayer, mantra, sadhana, recitations, just think that you're helping yourself, that's all. You're just helping yourself. You're trying very hard to provide the best liberation, enlightenment. That's what you're trying to do. That's what you're trying to help yourself. That's what you're trying to give to yourself. Just think like that. That helps. That helps. Otherwise, you know, oh, like I'm worried all now. Times like, oh, it's like maybe 11:45. So now only 15 minutes left. I'm not going to finish my sadhana. Not this kind of mind. You need to realize anything, any spiritual practice that you do, just think that you're helping yourself. That's all. So that helps. That kind of mindset helps you to do the practice with some level of joy. Otherwise, you generate a lot of spiritual stress. Spiritual practice is supposed to do ease the stress. So now here you generate a lot of spiritual stress. So that means spiritual practice is not doing its job. Spiritual stress, you know, so that helps, you know, that helps. So that's why I'm sharing with you. That helps. Helping yourself, that's all. Change said chooses to be done. Chooses to means like it just gets bad by not doing any good. It just gets rotten by not doing anything good, you know. You know, so we buy fruits, so we think, oh, I'm going to eat tomorrow, I'm going to eat tomorrow. Then, you know, over time it gets rotten like that. You already have one, then over time it gets rotten. Chooses to means it's just wasted. Just wait. We should not waste our bodhisattva and bodhicitta. All the strength that we have, all the strength and power that we have, we should dedicate it for that. Lamb of the Path, composed by Lama Atisha. In that bodhicitta sections, minor section, what Lama Atisha said. Now I don't remember. I do remember what Lama Atisha said, but I don't remember the word. Not complete word. You know, so then also God will have sadness. So the deeper level of sadness, probably depression, then sadness. You know, so that's the bodhicitta take care all of that. You know, so that's also sometimes good to remind yourself what Shantideva told you, what Shantideva said to us. Remind yourself, and what Lama Atisha said. Maybe it's like far too rich. Maybe I will never ever develop general bodhicitta. Need to remember what Lama Atisha said. Need to remember what Shantideva said. Okay, so that helps. Okay, we need a lot of help. Need to put all our effort to practice bodhicitta. How about the chiwa? Especially when death occur, no clue, completely clueless, 100% clueless. There's not even just one clue. 100% clueless. What is that? That is the fact. There's nothing with religious belief. That's the fact. That is the fact. That I don't have clue. Maybe some of you might have clue. So then maybe you are fortunate one. I must have no clue, when that happens. Hope is not going to be tomorrow. Yeah, I hope most people hope. Even in the very last minute, so still hope like it's not going to happen. But that is a deceiving thought that follows doing nothing good, that follows till time of death, nothing good, doesn't do any good. That's also another fact. That's why His Holiness said. This is all His Holiness word. It's not part of the Buddha, it's just commentary that His Holiness said. And it's been said multiple times in the foundation of good quality, three principles as a part of enlightenment, song of experience, Lamrim, liberation from your head, many books, it's been said it many times. We know. Now the question is, we understand. That's the big question. We understand. That's the big question. We know it's been said. We know which book, where, which book, which stanza. We know very well. But do we understand? Maybe not. This moment, not talking about tomorrow, yesterday, this moment. This moment, in the house. This moment you feel physically, mentally healthy. This moment, His Holiness said, this healthy moment could end any moment. Fact, another fact, any moment, very true. So therefore, we need to be mindful and the text, the essence out of this precious human life. We must take the essence out of this precious human life because of this fact. You may think, oh, I'm like physically healthy, not that all young, no guarantee. There's no guarantee. It could end any moment, no guarantee. That is the fact. Based on that fact, we must be mindful and to take the essence out of our precious human life. His Holiness word. Or something, like, or maybe today I'll just relax, maybe tomorrow I'll do something. This is a very common thing. Happen to everybody. Is that good things? It's not really good things when it's come down to spiritual practice. It's not the good things. But there's a common thing that everybody goes through that. So I think Kundal Lama give this advice to monastic people in the monastery, just like collection advice. Very, how is in English, like very like resonating. How you say?
Resonant.
Resonant. Resonant.
Resonant. You mean it resonates?
Oh yeah, very, very resonant.
It's NANT, resonant.
Oh, resonant. That means like, it's like, explain what it means. Touch.
It means you feel a sense of connection with what's happening.
Yeah, very resonant. I print the word and put it right next to my bed. Sometimes it does something good, but most of it doesn't do good because I don't have mindfulness. Whenever I have mindfulness, when I look, so it helps. But I put it right next to my bed, two of them, each side. Sangda jide chimani, sangda jide chimani. Tomorrow, next life. That's what Lama Kunda said. I even managed to memorize the word. But like, do I remember that all the time? No. And do I like to remember that all the time? Yes. And like, but I don't remember all the time. But Sangda jide chimani is. Tomorrow and next life. Which one come first? Clueless. No clue. No clue. Idea? Yeah, yes, some idea. Clue? No clue. Where I should put my effort? Tomorrow or next life? Well, probably better to next life. Put next life, unknown. Probably put some effort for next life. That means put more effort on next life, not tomorrow. Next life is more important than tomorrow. What do you say? Do you agree? That's one quote. Oh, I'm going to do practice tomorrow. They thought. I have. I'm not sure that you have or not. I have. Oh, I'm going to do tomorrow. Yeah, I have that many of them. Oh, that might come today. That might come today. But you have idea that you're going to do something tomorrow to benefit yourself. That might come today. Is that true? That's very true. Don't fool yourself. Don't fool yourself with that kind of thought. Don't fool yourself. If you want to do some Dharma practice, do it now. Do it now. Is that true? Very true. Do it now. With that quotation, if you can manage to say one mantra or manipulation, good. It serves the purpose. It serves the purpose. If you manage to say something positive, it serves the purpose. Oh, I put it right next to my, both sides of my bed with a small frame. Trying to like, it's hard. It's hard. It's not easy. It's hard, but it's doable. It's doable. So that's why I say we need help visually, verbally, through all kinds of things. We need help. If we can see something that reminds you good, we need help. Okay, we need help. Oh yeah. So what time is now? Okay. This is always a tari in the sunny level. It's like big mistake. Oh, do something tomorrow. Today just relax. There's many, we have many deceiving thought. We need to be aware. We need to be aware. We need to be aware. We have many deceiving thought. Are they negative? They are not negative. Naturally not negative or positive, but it's not benefiting you. That's what he's only saying. It's not like don't think, oh, that negative thought. There's no negative thought. It's not positive, negative, but this thought has no benefit. It's not benefiting you. That's the point. It boils down here. Rangi lo jangwa bezo chede rangi lo jangwa bezo chede chanju simji domba lendi mi sambuji cheju tamjeba de lalendo kewa chabes. So when we took Bodhisattva vows, what kind of mindset that we have is like, oh, from now on I want to be good human being. That's what we promise. So need whatever the power, strength that you have, need to invest into that to be good human being, Then life has purpose, life has meaning, life has purpose. Then if you see the purpose in your life, if you see the meaning in your life, and that will prevent you to get depressed. You don't get depressed because you feel your life has meaning and purpose. These are my words, not his own word. When you see the purpose, every day they have some purpose to be alive. You have some meaning to accomplish. You have some purpose, something to do. The more in the midst of which whatever the power, the strength that we have, we must invest in that to be kind human being, kind-hearted human being. Oh, that's what always say. So this that we need to practice mindfulness. That's we need to practice mindfulness. Okay. This year. So there may be a few more lines. We all, we all want happiness. His holiness word. Doesn't want any suffering. His holiness word. No need to talk. His holiness, no need to explain. No need to say. That's the fact. But Chochine deji never. Chochine deji never. Nganzu Kangshila. You give me the Chochine deji never. Nganzu Kangshila, you give me the Kangshila, beg me shijimes. So the one hand, we really don't, his always we really don't know. We wish to be happy, but other hand, we don't want any suffering, but other hand, we don't really know how to achieve what you're looking for and how to avoid, in this case, suffering. Chochine deji nyeba, nganzu kangshila yogimis. What need to be avoid and what need to be take in, what need to be take out. On one hand, we don't know. So this reminds the quotation from Guide to Buddha's Way of Life. Dewa deja timo be rangi dewa radajum. Dewa deja wish to be happy, but destroy happiness like your own enemy. Shanti Deva's word. Dunga torde semi have a wish to overcome suffering. Dunga ni la ngomba just looks like deliberately going for suffering. Shanti Deva's word. Something to maybe pay some attention and think what the same boils down to what he's only saying, the same thing. Kangshila begumi shijimes. Yang Chosh, on the other hand, Nganzuni Nimombe Lonam Kumriches. Yeah, that's the fact. Disturbing thoughts so easy, doesn't require any effort. We don't have to do any meditations, any sadhana recitation, don't need any recite, any mantra. It just come effortlessly. It just comes. Tana nganzu lo ti rich nimi shena mikirela. Even just knowing, the anger of I should not get angry, anger is not good. I was I read Shanti Deva chapter number 6, Guide to Buddhist Well, chapter number 6, I read this many times. I learned great deal about the downside of anger, even all this knowledge, but still, you get angry here, there, a little bit. So some people, they get angry, so they're happy, they're angry, so they make somebody like miserable, they're happy. The people who are practicing Dharma, so they don't feel happy, they regret, they very much regret. They get angry, they very much regret. No, they never take satisfaction in making somebody's life miserable. If you are practicing Dharma, you never take satisfaction in making somebody's life miserable. You always feel sad, you always feel bad. That's the good thing, so even knowing this, we do get angry here, there, but even though we know and we study, we go to anger management program. Anger management program, we went there many times and we learned great deal, but still we get angry. nganzo de nimishana migirela shuji migirela shuji nimoni nganzo midere nimoni afflicted mind nimong afflicted mind nganzo midere dowa misambushi cheba keji dawngomanis. These are the main obstacles to you want to become better human beings. You want to be kind. You want to be generous. You want to be warm-hearted. But the afflicted mind, these are obstacles. They are like this disturbing thought obscuring you to achieve that goal. Disturbing thought. It's not somebody else's thought. It's our own thought. None of the Nimudus, one of the Katama Master says, enemy is within. If you want to defeat, don't look outside. Enemy is within. None of the Nimudus. Enemy is within. Destroy eliminate disturbing thought. That is the enemy, not if you're looking for outside. So then like, it's going to be like this, some other Katha master, what they say, Kuma Nala Soveje, the thief came to your house, took something, ran into the jungle, you are looking into the open field, you are never going to find, because the thief went through the forest, you are looking into open field, you are never going to find. Then Kuma Nala Soveje, Pangla Soveje, that's going to be like, target is there, you are shooting there, hoping to hit the target. The target is not there, target is there. It's on the right side, it's not on the left side, you are shooting at the left side. These are all boils down to the same point. There are so many different ways they explain, but it all boils down to the same point. None of the Nimutus. So now analyzing, why you analyze your mind? Why you analyze your mind? Oh, I very much like to protect my mind. Very much like to protect my mind. So there are all kinds of obstacles that rise. That's why I analyzing my mind. And whenever the disturbing thoughts rise, and I try to see them and like try to apply antidote right away to protect myself. That's all. Okay? Each and every one of us, the afflicted mind becomes the main obstacle, each and every one of us to become kinder human being. Very true. Very true. So need to how to say to something to be mindful, okay? Oh yeah, so I think now time is running out. Yeah, time is almost running out. I think it's difficult, but it's like it's worth it. It's difficult, it's worth it because we see. It's not like we don't see, we do see. But the question is now, are you willing to encounter or not? The question boils down that, It's not like, it's something happening in the back of your head that you cannot see. It's not like that. It's right there, it's happening right there. I mean, it's disturbing thought. It's not like happening something and like something happening somebody does something like 2 years like this. You can't really see. Sometimes when you take photo, people do like this. When you see the photo, then you see it. You don't see that. The disturbing thought is not like that. It's not like that. You do see. Now the question boils down whether you have like, how you say, whether you have power to encounter, face them or not. It's all boils down there. Okay. So whenever you did, please remember, it helps me greatly. Always remind yourself, you are helping yourself. That's all, nothing else. You're helping yourself. You deserve all the help you needed. We deserve. Till we reach enlightenment, we deserve all the help that we needed. We deserve all of them. So whenever you find, however you find, wherever you find, Please help. Okay, so it helps greatly. It helps greatly when I do my practice. Always remind myself, you're just helping yourself, that's all, nothing else, helping yourself. To what? To become kinder, to be kinder, and generous, kind. That's the word the emphasis should put on, rather than, oh, my title, my name. It's just useless. It's useless. It's useless. So, oh, I'm so I have this title and I have this kind of education. It's all no useful. This doesn't do any good. Bodhicitta. Bodhicitta. So then, like, train yourself verbally, mentally, educate yourself, and think often as you can, throughout the day. So then, eventually, it's good. Going to any practice that we engage. The beginning is going to be like first moon. First moon, you see it's tiny white. Then it get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Then the full moon is all. The potential exists right from the beginning. You don't see that. You see only like line, something like the white small line. The potential of becoming full is already there, but you don't see. It happened gradually. It happened gradually. So therefore, according to the Vinayaka Sutras, the beginning of the month count on 16. That's the first day in the month. 17, there's the second day. It's hard because there's like totally dark. There's no moon. 16, no moon. 17, no moon. Then slow, you go. That's like how it seems like when you do some practice. It's like all dark. Then eventually, 29, then 30, then the fast, or then you see some light. Then that light gets bigger and bigger. So then the month ends with full moon, according to Vinayaka Sutra. So now the calendar, we follow lunar calendars. That's like very much based on how to say king calendar, what we call king calendar. But according to the Vinayaka Sutra taught by Shakyamuni Buddha, according to that day, the month of the day start with the 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, that was all dark. Then 29, then the fast sees now some, after 15 days, see some lights. So then the light gets bigger and bigger. So then month end with full moon. Done, finish. Job is done. See, so I don't want any of us, including myself, feel discouraged. We always must feel courage, courage. There's something we can do, okay? So then, sometimes was remind Angulimala, someone, Buddha's lifetime, killed 999 human being has a chance to liberate. Can you imagine that? One human being, that's called Angulimala, killed 999 people, managed to liberate. Why you think you have no chance? Why? You have to answer. You have to give honest answer, not the answer. You have to give honest answer. Why you think? Why are you thinking like that? Why? Okay, so please inspire yourself, whatever ways, inspire yourself daily basis. Even just doing any small practice, just one round of Mani mantra, just inspire yourself. Dedicate it for becoming kind human being, okay? Better human being, generous, kind. Okay? Then see you next Wednesday. So much been said, sorry, so time's run out. Oh yeah. Yeah, Lamula, so short dedication.
Due to the merits of these virtuous actions, May we quickly attain the state of Guru Buddha and lead all living beings without exception into that enlightened state. May the supreme jewel bodhicitta that has not arisen or risen grow, and may that which has arisen not diminish but increase more and more. Just as the brave Manjushri and Samandabhata too realize things as they are, we too dedicate all these merits in the best way that we may follow their perfect example. We dedicate all these roots of virtue with the dedication praised as the best by the victorious ones as gone of the 3 times, so we might perform good works. We dedicate whatever virtues we have ever collected for the benefit of the teachings and of all sentient beings, and in particular for the essential teachings of perfect pure Losangdapa to shine forever. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good, all powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso. Please remain until samsara ends. The one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience received the name Amatare, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lamon Tsongkhapa and Bliss and Void, Lama ornament of the Yellow Hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. You uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjunath's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplished magnificent prayers honoring the 3 jewels, savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. Now, 7 Tara mantras for Geshe and Geshe Sangpo's long, happy lives. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re Soha.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. So everyone have a wonderful night and see you next Wednesday, either at the center or online. Okay. So tomorrow, Ramasi, there's class for
Yes, a class for how to do Vajra Yogini retreat.
yeah, something like that.
Yes. For those who have taken the full initiation.
Yeah, or you
It
can
will be online only, yes.
Oh yeah. Okay, good night.
Okay, thank you, Geshe. Good
Thank
night.
you, Geshe.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Geshe-la.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Geshe. Good night.
Thank you, Donna. Thomasy.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.